From Southwest Florida Public Radio, this is Gulf Coast Live Connect. I'm Jim McLaughlin. One bright side of Southwest Florida's troubled real estate market is the way it's changing how Habitat for Humanity operates. It's actually helping them out quite a bit. Habitat for Humanity of Lee County was the first chapter in the nation to launch a new program that converts foreclosed homes into buying opportunities for low-income families. Instead of the traditional building new homes from the ground up, now they're rehabbing foreclosures. Not only is this giving more people a chance to become homeowners, it's helping to reduce blight. We're joined by a representative from Habitat, as well as the woman who purchased their first rehabilitated foreclosure. Plus, we'll learn more about their new maintenance jobs program. First, this news update. And good afternoon, this is Gulf Coast Live Connect. I'm Jim McLaughlin. Thanks so much for being with us today. The Lee County chapter of Habitat for Humanity has built more than 1,000 homes for families since being founded in 1982. Future homeowners give of their time. They call it sweat equity, lots of it, 500 hours, putting that into other people's homes before being able to move into one of their own. Well, the real estate market isn't quite what it used to be. Habitat of Lee is taking a novel approach because of that situation. This was the first chapter in the country to start buying foreclosed homes that they fix up and sell to low-income families. A number of other chapters around the country are following suit, and on today's show we're going to learn more about this innovative approach and how people can get involved either as potential homeowners or as volunteers. And as you know, on this program, every organization needs volunteers these days, and so we hope you'll respond to that call. We're joined today by Habitat for Humanity of Lee County's Vice President of Communications, Trisha Goins. Trisha, nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
We're also joined by Karen Evison. She's going to be with us a little bit later on by phone. She bought the first rehabilitated home under this new program. Karen's going to be joining us in a little bit. Also joining us is Teresa Cole. Teresa is currently going through the sweat equity effort to become a homeowner under the program. Teresa, welcome to the show. Teresa, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, nice to have you with us. And we're also joined in studio by Mary Wilson, Vice President of Advertising with Robin Stuckey Interiors, and Ryan Vulcan, Robin Stuckey's PR specialist. And ladies, thanks very much for being with us. And we know that Robin Stuckey plays an important role in the Habitat for Humanity program. We're going to get into that in a little detail in a moment. Be sure to tune into WGCU Television this Friday evening at 8:30 for our episode of Connect featuring Habitat for Humanity of Lee County's innovative new approach to supplying homes for low-income folks. Or you can go online anytime to WGCU.org and click Start Connecting to watch any of our Connect videos online or even create a discussion of your own on our blog. If you'd like to join today's discussion, and we certainly hope you do, the number to call is 1-877-428-8255. That's 1-877-GCU-TALK. Maybe you're interested in participating, finding out how to become a homeowner, how to volunteer. Today is your chance to learn more. Lots of information for you today. Again, the number is 1-877-428-8255. So, ladies, thank you very much for being with us today. I appreciate all of you taking the time out of your busy schedules. Let me start with Trisha with Habitat for Humanity. For the benefit of folks who may not be familiar these days with what Habitat does, let's just talk about the basic mission and the idea that people may have of what it's been up until this time that we're talking about now in this economy. Tell us a little bit about what Habitat does in general.
Sure. Habitat for Humanity has always held the goal of providing homes for those who are low income, otherwise could not afford a safe, decent, affordable home, of course. And with that being the mission, as time has gone on, we have learned that the economy sometimes has to change the way we think about that mission. Providing homes doesn't necessarily mean just building them anymore. In today's economy, that also means buying.
But traditionally, you would build the home, lots of volunteers, a lot of volunteer, a lot of donated product and equipment and so forth, and you would build the home from the slab up, and the homeowner would participate.
Yep.
Sweat equity, as you folks call it, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it starts with the donors putting in the money that buys us the supplies and the land, and then once we have the money available for a property, we'll go ahead and get some volunteers together. We'll raise the roof on that home. The homeowner jumps in and actually has to put 250 sweat equity hours into their home.
Into their own home.
That's right. Yes, and they do it a number of different ways. They can volunteer within our office and our thrift stores as well to get those 250, but they're doing those hours. And once that home is built, they receive a traditional mortgage through Habitat. The only thing with Habitat's mortgages, as opposed to a traditional mortgage, is that we are zero interest. So our mortgage is not only zero interest, but also no profit. So they get a very affordable mortgage for their home.
In keeping with their income.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. We take a look at what their income can provide, and we've got a price set on that house, and we set up payments for them and a goal for them to achieve.
And we've talked about this mindset before. This is not a handout. This is a hand up.
That's right.
These are people who are contributing to their own home. They're working for it. They're paying for it.
Yep.
So nobody's giving them anything for free. This is sweat equity is the loose term, but there is a lot of work involved in this.
Yeah, and the other thing that folks should be aware of is that 250 sweat equity hours, we actually encourage our homeowners to partner with other folks in the community, church members, fellow coworkers, to help achieve those 250 hours. But also they're going through 13 weeks of homeownership classes where they come into our office one night a week for an hour, and we educate them on how to be a good homeowner. They have to go through these classes. They have to do their sweat equity, and then they put money down even on their closing costs. So, they go through a process before they get into their Habitat home.
And that gives them a little better feeling about the whole thing, knowing that they've put something into this, and this is now mine. I worked for this.
It gives them a lot of pride.
Now, you talked about partnerships and donors and so forth, and we have one of those major partners right here, two representatives, Mary Wilson and Ryan Vulcan from Robin Stuckey. Tell us a little bit, ladies, about how Robin Stuckey, which you generally don't associate with low-income anything. Robin Stuckey is a very high-end, top-shelf design, furniture, household goods, and so forth. How does Robin Stuckey fit in with this plan to provide low-income housing for low-income families? Mary?
Well, Robin Stuckey, as you know, partners in the community, and we really care very much. And the Lubner family cares very much as well about the community organizations and has been very interested in Habitat for a long time. I think that everything that you just described, Trish, about the sense of home ownership, the pride of home ownership, and also the understanding that you get what you work for, is something that we all care very strongly about at Robin Stuckey as well. And though we sell beautiful furnishings and complete design from soup to nuts, we provide design at every level, and everyone deserves to have a home that they feel comfortable and safe in. You mentioned the word safe a while ago, and I think that that's crucially important. So we as a company and our primarily our primary family, the Lubner family, is just very interested in making sure that our communities have that kind of safe haven for people who need it.